Hi everyone, just a quickie showing some of the plants that are in sort of full growth or nearly full growth in the garden. Some of these you've seen before on earlier videos, but a lot of them have advanced a bit. I'm only going to show parts of the garden because there was a lot of weeds this year, and unfortunately they take time to clear. Yeah, I'm showing the Opuntias which are grown outside the whole year round. The ones in the foreground is the Opuntia compressor, and a lot of these originated from one plant which came from Long Island, New York State. As I think I stated in one of the earlier videos, in the winter months they dehydrate and just lay flat. These ones are slowly coming back into growth. Look a bit closer there. There's a way of, oh, that's better. I've got that facility, I might as well use it. They're sort of just really not at their best yet, but they're coming on. At the back we have a different species, that is Opuntia robusta. The tray to the right has got slug bait pellets underneath it. Have to be careful using slug bait because it doesn't do the animals any good, but it certainly kills the slugs and snails. If you look at these from previous years, you'll see lots of marks on the pads where it was attacked, or they were attacked. Also shows some of the new growth which I'm hoping will come out, the new pads. That one too is quite hardy, and just to the right of that we have another species. It's an Opuntia or a Tephra quite a spiny brute, and that too will survive our rather frosty winters. Here we have a primitive plant, a cycad. That's been out for a few years as well. These are normally considered indoor house plants, but it grows well outside, and that will take a few frosts. This year the yuccas have done well. This is Yucca recurvifolia, where the leaves fold back or curve back, hence the name, with lovely spikes of flowers. This one unfortunately was planted fairly close to the path, so the spiky leaves have had to be trimmed, but nevertheless it makes a nice plant. Should also mention that I've got garden lights as well, which were picked up at various boot sales. They're all working, they're low voltage, they're all working. I'm going to go back a bit so I can get this one, because this is actually on the other side. Next to it is the other greenhouse which I featured the other day. To the left of it we have a nice palm. I believe it's a phoenix palm, but I may be wrong. Phoenix is the date palm. That's got quite a size now. I'll try and get the focus right. Beyond that we've got some tree ferns, a couple of tree ferns from New Zealand and Australia. These have done exceptionally well this summer, because the winter was fairly mild and the bottom leaves are still there. They normally get killed off by the frost, but this year it survived that. Down below there's some lily bulbs have been planted. The one in view there is Lilium candidum. No, it's not, it's Lilium regale, sorry about that. The regal lily. Candidum's similar, being a white flower too, but this is his regale with the port wine colour outsides of the actual petals. A few more there. Here we've got several plants of oh god, the castor iron plant, Aspidestra. That'll grow outside as well. At one time they used to be sold at £1 per leaf, but I think they're a bit cheaper now. Wandering down, as I say, I do apologise for the fact that it hasn't been really tidied up yet. There's another Hardia puntia which is growing at the base of the pond. Got another one at the back there. It's nice these will grow outside because it means I'm going to mess about. You just plant them up and virtually leave them, but you have to watch out for slugs because they do like the new soft growths that they make. You can see the top growths there, but these at the moment are all nice and clear, so hopefully it'll be alright. In the pond you've got just goldfish, but they're nice. I quite like the other goldfish. There's nothing too fancy. I find goldfish are nice and easy to keep. The plant is Spatterdock, which stays out the whole year round. Probably see the fish jumping about. They see me, they're probably after some grub. Not a particularly spectacular flower Spatterdock's got, but it's yellow and quite small. It makes a nice effective floating leaf plant. In winter that all dies back and just remains under the water. Turning round. Not in flower yet, but in bud. That is Lilium henryi, quite a tall one. As I'm sort of standing taking pictures of it, it comes up to about shoulder height. That plant's been there several years and slowly multiplies. Lilium henryi. Got a nice flowering bush there, which is it Hebe? I'm not too sure. A lot of these plants I don't know the names of. I should do, but I don't. That one's the other fern, or the tree fern. As far as I'm going down the garden at the moment, because the rest of the garden is in need of a bit of care. The weeds have grown and they've got to be treated. There's a few more Opuntias at the back there, next to the pond. Also there's, if I can bring it, is it there? I can't, being light I can't always see what I'm looking at. What we're trying to see is, I'll find it in a minute. It's in bloom. There we are. Chamaecerus sylvestrii. This will also be able to be kept out during winter, and that one has and always flowers. Just above it is an orchid which I thought was dead, but is in fact is alive. But With a bit of luck that will show itself. Next to that we've got now that is actually summer plunged, because that won't stand the winter. It's one of these softer stemmed Opuntias, but the one at the back of it should be okay. Just before we finish this little video, we've got Aloe arborescens. This too has to be brought in during the winter months. Aloe arborescens. Arborescens means tree-like, and these are in fact quite small to what it will do. The flowers are red on spikes. Anyhow, once again, thanks for watching. Any comments please make, and as the garden progresses I will put more up. Also more bulb videos will follow, and interior of the greenhouses will also follow. Thanks for watching. Thank you.